What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ride. Why is my screen so small? Oh,
are you in the right
welcome
one?
to the Rideshare Rodeo. Not sure what's going on here. There's like a feedback, all kinds of weird stuff. Damn it, Gary. I'm gonna refresh this. I don't know what it's gonna do. I'm gonna refresh this.
Oh, and there goes Steve.
There goes Steve. Great. So before he gets back, can we lock him out? Don't let him in. Don't let him in. Don't let him. Oh, shit, he got back in.
I thought I saw him in there, and then he's gone now.
You were gone.
I know I was, but then Gary was too. Like it said, Gary had entered the state. I don't know. There he is. Damn it, Gary. He forgot.
Completely forgot.
Middleton Technologies, everybody.
Yeah.
Fashionably late.
Because I was sitting here, I was thinking, I said, man, I thought I had something to do tonight.
Hey, Kim, did you go out to check out Gary's apps, or did you just forget like he does?
Yeah, just forget like me.
No, I have Gary's apps, so I can't forget about it.
I would have done it, but I forgot.
All joking aside,
Long day.
Gary's the man. We all know it's just. We'll let him go for this, but he always busts my balls for this stuff, and I can't believe it because, dude.
I said he made a big stink about me being here on one night in December. I'm like, he's not here.
Anyway, folks, Kim's Side Money Plans. We got Tom Kelly. We got finally Mr. Middleton, Captain Punctuality, and we have Cheyenne too. But I'm not. She's taking care of something first. She's got to get the kid in order or something. So
Making him around, or what was she saying?
I don't know. Some Canadian method. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what really threw me off?
Thank you, Christopher Taylor.
This is what really threw me off is we didn't get an email with any rundown for tonight.
This is true.
It's a surprise.
Isn't that what threw you off, dude? You got an email from me yesterday, or you wouldn't be in the studio.
That was yesterday, though. That was just a link. Normally, I get the link the day before, and you say, "Hey, I'll get you the rundown," and then the rundown comes the day of, and then I bookmark it.
There you go.
So, I mean, it's that busy time of year. We all busy. Yeah. I'm extra busy these days. Like I'm crazy busy. I don't know about I'm sure Kim is. Kim's always crazy busy, but like it's really. I'm looking forward to this year being done. I'm looking forward to 2026. I mean, it can maybe I've had some mixed opinion, but mostly it's kind of the same. 2025 sucked for most people, or at least status quo at best. Kim, you got a 2020 or 2025 opinion?
I can't say that, I'll be honest, just because I've been working really hard. It's not just all about the apps and gig work. So I've been, I always say have multiple streams of income. So it's really Kim's side money plans is working on her side money plans is what it came down to. So for me, it's been actually a really good year.
Right. But I mean, like, just compare. Okay, so comparatively, I don't know why Kim lives in like the magic village of New Jersey, and her life is this like unicorn
Kim lives in
Bigfoot situation. I don't really know what's going on.
I took you to a nice restaurant, and that's what I got.
So, yeah. So Kim always kind of has that same edge, and I know you do other things and whatnot, but like, did you get as much time with your family? Are you spending more time because your kid's getting older, less time at home? Do you have more time to work? Are you spending more hours working?
It's a balance.
To hit your money. I mean, just that's what I meant overall by the year, not
overall. For me, it's always been a balance, especially now that my daughter is getting older. So she needs more time. She needs more attention. So not that she didn't before, but it's, the more older she gets, the more that I become more involved. So it's a balancing act. And figuring out what works best for my own schedule. And that's what I've been doing this year.
Right. Well, I mean, actually, you're right. She's in that age where you do have to, you're kind of on that all time, like, I got to do this duty, that, but then she gets to an age where it's not as much. So you're just going through these stages. I don't know. Tom, how was your 2025? 0 to 10, rank it.
0 to 10. Well, let's rank it 0 to 65, and I'll put it at 50th.
That is a very random number, 0 to 65.
Not
And
if
you put it
not
at
if you know me.
50.
Not if you know me.
So that's like a 72%. Okay.
Well, no, it's 50. No, that puts it. It's number 50 out of my top 65 years.
Number 6. Out of all the years. Well, there's
Out
some
of all
years
my
you don't remember. I mean, you don't remember 0 through 5.
Yeah, well, okay. 0 through 60. It's 0 through 60. It's number. I'll still give it number 50.
Okay.
That's about it.
Cheyenne, how was your year?
My
And I'm
year
not
was-
talking about monetarily. Just how was 2025 for you?
It was a serious blur. First of all, hi everybody. But it was a big blur. My son went up in category for track, and that just unlocked a lot of competitions and away competitions. My daughter's doing more. Yeah, homeschool, high school, and elementary. It was a blur this year.
I don't know how you do it. Hats off to you, my friend.
Better than 2024? The same or worse?
I would say better just because 2024 had some health issues. So I would say better, but then worse on other sides because 2025 is the year where we're all feeling those financial strains, right? And yeah, all these away competitions, you feel it. You feel it.
And Gary, solid 10.
I'm always doing good though.
I mean, even if Gary was a 6, he'd say he's a 10. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. He's good.
I have a very positive outlook on things. I'm like Kim. I don't go
You are
towards
not
negative.
like Kim. In
I
any
am.
way at
Me and
all.
Kim have the same outlook on things. We think of things very positive.
No.
You
Amen,
can
Gary.
think of things positively, but still the way that you say it is differently. I think that's why Steve says.
Oh
you're
no,
not
the way
like him.
me and her don't speak the same by far because I'm very blunt.
Yeah.
I will speak my mind.
Right.
But that doesn't mean I'm not positive on things. Whenever I go out and I do my gig work, I'm positive that I'm going to make money that day. I don't look at a $2 order going, well, this day is just trash.
You
No,
can't
I
do that because
I
then your day
decline
would
that
be
stuff and move
shot.
on. But as far as my 2025 year, I mean, it's going well. I mean, I'd rather be in Florida, but other than that, it's going well.
You're not in
Perfect.
Florida right now?
I'm
So
in Oklahoma. I'm trying to get my property up here set up.
next Thursday roundtable, you guys, it's all about you. It's all about you, the audience. And I already got 3 companies on board for giveaways. I got Expedite, I got Curry, and I got Dumpling, all giving away apparel and stuff that we're going to give away on here. So hopefully all you guys will get something. You have a bunch of crap that we're going to be able to give away. So kind of excited. I started putting that out there. So next week's all about you guys, and we'll hit on a few things, I'm sure, and kind of tell you what's going on in the new year, because it's not like the rug's going to be pulled from under you. Tom and I were talking before this, and there's some other things going on, and if you guys have seen the conversation, things like that, but we're going to get into this tonight, like we always would. First, I wanted to bring up this. Do I have it here? Did you guys see what the judge said?
Oh no!
I
Yeah,
love-
yeah.
I
you don't like
absolutely
cameras?
love this. It blew my mind. So the DoorDash delivery girl who filmed a drunk man passed out in his pants with his pants down, makes her first court appearance. This was the other day. She pleaded not guilty and asked the judge to ban cameras in the courtroom. The judge responded by saying, "So now you don't want cameras to be involved." I mean, literally, dude, you can't make that shit up. That is
dying.
hilarious.
Did he grant the motion?
What?
No.
Did he grant
grant
it?
Cameras are allowed.
No, he's gonna run the
Camera crew,
camera. She doesn't.
Okay.
The all the time camera girl doesn't want him running.
Right.
because she got caught.
And because I mean, also that look, I'm not judging somebody before their trial. We already know she's guilty, but that makes her really guilty too.
Wait a
Because she's like,
Wait a minute. You just said we're not going to judge anybody before the trial, but she's guilty. You just judged them.
she is though. I mean, even I saw what the police officer said too. I don't know why there's still nothing out there about it, but he did say in their possession, not even that it was lost or anything, they do have her opening the door. So I'm like, well, they're gonna fry her.
Oh my goodness, poor girl.
I mean, maybe did I even pull the quick video? Yeah, I did pull a quick.
A TikTok video seen around the world landing the person who posted in an Oswego courtroom today.
A Doordash driver showing a naked customer accusing him of harassment, but getting arrested herself. 2 months later, she's facing the charges. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan was there for her arraignment.
The Oswego City judge allowing News Channel 9 to record the proceedings. The first look at 23-year-old Olivia Henderson outside her popular TikTok page.
Their front door was wide open, and they were within eyesight of the front door, laying on the couch indecently exposed to me.
This is her last post, published October 26th, 2 weeks after her now deleted video causing this controversy. Working as a driver for delivery service Doordash, Henderson claimed she was dropping off a food order when through the customer's door, saw him on the couch naked. After posting her footage, she reported the incident to Oswego police as sexual harassment.
Some of the claims that she had made on social media after the fact were not in fact true.
Investigators determined the man, drunkenly unconscious on his couch, did nothing wrong. But he found out lewd images of him were published for thousands of TikTok users to see. So police criminally charged Henderson with 2 counts related to unlawful surveillance. Court documents accuse her of recording, quote, intimate parts without consent when he had a reasonable expectation of privacy.
And to all those that have been supportive of me during this time, thank you so much.
For as talkative as she's been on TikTok until now, she had nothing to say while leaving the courthouse.
Livy, do you want to say anything about what happened? The judge gave Henderson her...
So,
Oh my God, that reporter is vicious.
well, you know what
As
though, the
much as she
report
had to say on TikTok, she had nothing to
every
say.
single reporter should be using that thing that the judge said. That should be in every news report being said right now. That camera thing is the best.
Yeah.
Can we have the
What he
cameras
really said
removed?
for all
Oh,
the
now you
talking
care?
She was doing on TikTok.
Like-
Wow.
I'm glad it's all over. She really upset me. We've all seen people do stuff like this. I mean, and even here on the roundtable, we've talked about this last week. I think we touched it a little that, like we've seen people shot, for stupid things. I mean, like Kim, everybody remembers. We saw that one in the mall. That dude who looked like Bud Soda, he just point blank shoots a guy in a mall, and he didn't even do a day in jail. So
The only thing I'm surprised with this whole thing is that he's not being charged with anything.
For
What
what?
would he be charged with?
Because that's still indecent exposure. I cannot lay on my couch with my door open in any capacity.
It was closed.
Naked. No, it wasn't completely closed. I don't care.
The cop, that's not the full piece, but the cop that did the piece said we have the footage that will be shown.
So she grabbed the knob, turned the knob, and opened it.
He said she opened the door.
Well, opening the door is different. Is it cracked and she just finished pushing it open, or did she grab the handle, turn, and open it?
I don't know, but her video is the door completely swung open.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying.
So I mean,
at some
therefore,
point,
she already set up the stage.
That's what I'm saying, though. At some point, there was enough gap in the door that she could see through it to see that someone was naked. You cannot legally do that in any state. Any state.
You cannot legally.
Like Steve, go.
I'm
go
naked
lay
in
on
my
your
house
couch.
all the time, bro.
Go
I live
open your
across the street
front
from
door
high school.
and then lay on your couch naked.
So
See
you
what
can't be in
happens.
your house naked anywhere in the States?
Not within the view of the public. No, you cannot. It is against every state's law.
That's not true.
So what about people that walk around their house naked and the windows like right
Nudists.
You're not supposed to.
What about nudists?
I'll tell you, I don't know the other laws outside of Texas. In Texas, one of the presumptions that has to be there is that whatever you're doing naked is you're trying to, there has to be some kind of sexuality involved for it to be a crime.
Then how come people get arrested for peeing in public? It's not a sexual act.
Public urination is a different crime.
Well, but I'm just saying
That's different.
You can't walk down. You can't walk down the street naked. You can't walk in your backyard naked.
Not your home.
It is part of your home. Your yard is part of your house. That's the thing.
I know that. I know
you cannot
that
be in the view of the
my
public.
State, I know
naked.
you're right on the yard thing. I do know that you can't be outside naked.
You can't even do it in your like. You cannot sit on your couch.
So I can't get
naked.
in my shower.
You can because it's behind closed doors. You just can't have your window blinds open.
What if I have a moonroof and
naked.
drones are over it all the time?
Well, that's a completely different story because they're not allowed to fly over your house like that. but that's not someone walking by and seeing you naked in your house. Like, for example, a kid walks by your front door, it's cracked, you're naked in your house. You're gonna probably get arrested.
I don't know. I wouldn't, but I would have a long discussion with anybody that came up to my door and was like, "Why are you naked in your house?" And that's a really bad thing to say.
Okay, so I'm reading this directly. There are no laws on the books in Texas that say being naked is against the law. There has to be another thing that you're doing. Just laying on your couch naked.
Indecent exposure is what it's called.
But that would be in public.
Trying to do something sexual.
Right, and in the public, your window. If people can see through it, you are in the public. That's why if you're naked in your window, for example, if someone takes a picture of you, you're in view of the public. You can't tell them that they can't take that picture. You're in view of the public. You have no right to privacy at that point.
But it says for sexual gratification or to cause others to be offended or alarmed.
Well, yeah, if I'm offended or alarmed by you being naked. Just saying, it is how it is.
All right.
And I'm not.
Gary
I'm not
is against
right.
naked people, man. So
no, I'm not saying she's right for doing what she's doing. I can't believe that he is not being charged for something unless she reached down and grabbed the doorknob and turned it and opened it. That means that the door was already partially open and he was naked and on his couch.
all I can say, first of all, I'm just not sure about any of that lust stuff. I got to say this, that the way the cop presented it wasn't like, we don't know how she opened it. He said that we are holding evidence that completely contradicts what she said. She opened the door. The door was not open. So regardless, dude, I mean, I don't know. I will always stay naked in my house too. I mean, it's my house, man. You know?
Well, yeah, you can as long as you're behind closed doors and closed blinds. You just can't do it in the view of the public. There's exceptions to that if it's like a resort or a nude beach. But even on nude beach, a lot of times, you know, there's rules to that somewhere. You know, you can't pass this line. There has to be signage up, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
All right. We're moving
and Christopher
on here.
Taylor, you're right. We're not supposed to be entering people's homes.
We're not. And like I said, I'm not excusing her actions by far. What she did is terrible. She should never have opened the door.
I think
She
it'll
should
be
never
really
film the
interesting when
customer.
this story is done to see exactly what the details of this were. I just have a feeling she's lying about the whole damn thing, almost as if she even might have like peeked through the window, saw he was naked, and just her TikTok ways, even her TikToks leading up to that.
She's being a peeping Tom.
She's just a freak, dude.
I just feel like it's disappointing and harmful to those that really do encounter sexual assault.
Yes.
And that's what she's crying. Like, that's the part that, come on, you don't do that. Right. Because there are real victims out there that now people are going to be like, are you like a Doordash girl? Like, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that part of it.
Yeah. So I want to move this to this story on DoorDash, and I took this from the DoorDash. This is December 11th, so it's today's. I took this from DoorDash's site. I mean, I saw it in the news, and I was like, "Damn it!" Like I'm so sick of the wordings on the other articles are obviously better, but it says, "What affordability crisis? New York City continues asking consumers to pay more for delivery." So today, DoorDash and Uber filed a lawsuit seeking to overturn a New York law that requires delivery platforms to pressure. This is DoorDash's wording, to pressure consumers to tip at checkout instead of after the delivery. First of all of us know this is an upfront game. We're all taking our orders based on that. And I know New York has their, whatever it is, $21.44 per hour guaranteed for active time. But nonetheless, they're still watching for the tips too. This is a tip game. This is how it's done. It's not done like the restaurants. You don't tip after the fact. You don't, you know what I mean? Like, this is how it's done. And this is DoorDash saying, like, they're trying to force us to put the tip in. Yeah. Do you want to expose the rest of the story and tell everybody that you move base pay down to $2 and add-ons are $1, and that you're trying to not, and that you're trying to put the tipping after? You only do that in cities that push you on this legislation, period. You kind of do put it right up in front, checking out on the rest. But when a city does this, that's when you go, well, no, you have to tip after your food's delivered. Like, you don't even have the ability. And so New York's saying, no, you have to. And so they said, in the midst of an affordability crisis, the New York City Council has turned tipping into essentially an added tax by forcing platforms like DoorDash to pressure consumers to tip at checkout. While tipping remains voluntary, the fact is city law requires DoorDash to ask customers to tip prior to completing a checkout and dictates the amounts of suggested tip displayed. A reminder to tip is a courtesy. A forced solicitation of a tip may as well be a tax. Not only does this make life more expensive for New Yorkers, it undercuts the city's existing policy for delivery drivers. And so Dashers in New York are guaranteed to earn $21.44 per hour while on active time. So that's just an agreement they made. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like that on their page they have a thing promoting this. Like, to me, you should be hiding from it, embarrassed by it, and trying to figure out how you keep the tipping in place where it is without drawing even more news toward you on what scumbags you are.
To me, it's DoorDash. Like, DoorDash always wants control, so they're controlling how the customer spends their money based off of them having to pay an hourly wage to the people of New York City. So they're controlling the amount of money that's coming in so they can pay the driver, and therefore they're trying to control the way that the customer is trying to tip. It's all about control and how they're weaving their way through all these fees that they're trying to get the customers to spend. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like this article to be on the DoorDash about DoorDash.com page, I feel like this is pretty bad though. Like, you shouldn't be proud of this. Something that we couldn't say 2 years ago about, like, the investors. The investors are well aware that drivers don't make enough. They were hoping on autonomous stuff. They know that's not coming anytime soon in any real form. So now investors and more have become very aware of this. They understand that Dashers need to make more. Do they really want to read in the DoorDash bulletin that, hey, we're going to fight this? We're not going to. Well, isn't that the way the app works in every other city, though? Yeah, but now that they're making us do this active time thing, you created active time, DoorDash. New York City didn't create active time. You did. It's a fake term. So you created a fake term. You classify drivers as independent contractors. You're really getting on that edge in New York about, this looks as close to an employee as it could be. And this is throttling. This is the floor meets ceiling, and they're saying it. Listen, they get $21.44 per active hour. What more do they want? Well, it's probably the same as Rideshare. They made a lot more before all this crap.
In my opinion, they just want to pay the driver just the $21 an hour. They don't want the driver to make anything more than that dollar amount. To me, that's what it comes down to. They feel like it's, I feel like this is ironic. They feel like it's greedy of the dasher to want to make more money and get tips, but yet they're being greedy on their end because they want to make as much money as humanly possible and not pay for anything that's being paid to the driver. So, talk about ironic.
Well, but then I don't know what's anybody's. I mean, Kim knows. I mean, like Cheyenne lives in an expensive town. I do too. But like New York City's the crown jewel of expensive towns. Sam does too, you know. But like it's expensive. Like $21.44. That's where they want your cutoff. That's what they want. The best of the best on the platform making. I don't know. I just. Even in my city, you couldn't. That's not good enough. You got to do better than that.
No, it's not good enough. But if you have there, it's just like Kim says, right? Like they don't want the customer paying too much to the driver, because then the customer is going to see that as my DoorDash order was X, because they're including the tip in that amount. And then they're going to say, oh, I can't DoorDash often because I'm spending too much. When in reality, if they were just paying for their order and not including a tip, it would be a lot less. So then customers might be more inclined to get DoorDash more often. So it's true. They don't want customers tipping the driver, and they don't care if $21.44 is too low for the driver. Someone's going to take it. Someone's going to do it.
Yeah.
I think in their mind, though, they're thinking, well, it's above minimum wage, so we're doing the right thing, not realizing that even in America these days, minimum wage, what does that really get you as far as a livable wage?
Not much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess a lot of delivery drivers in the Manhattan region probably are doing it by bike and things like that, too, because there's no way you get to do that in a car. And be parking everywhere, and
there's a lot of bike ones up there.
And motorcycles. Even I would imagine 90+%, in fact, in Manhattan is bikes and motorcycles.
Which is saying here that, like, okay, so if you take that 21.44, let's say they're getting at 52 weeks out a year, 40 hours a week. That's only 44,611. For many landlords up there, you have to have a minimum of 94,000 to rent.
Yeah, no.
So that means most of them are going to have either additional household incomes, or they're going to be sharing places with people.
I watched a review of a person renting a place in New York City. I don't even remember what this. I want to say it was like 200 square feet, and it looked like a closet when they walk in, and there was like a second level, like ghetto made, that you could get up to, and there was like a hot plate up there, and like that was like $3,000 a month.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was like standing room only. Like there wasn't a bed or a place to sleep. It was just like
a lot of those places have like those beds that like you pull out, like a Murphy bed type thing.
Yeah.
But they have no space, right?
Yeah, I think it was just the couch though. Like your couch was your bed, unless you wanted to move stuff on the upper space. But it blew me away when I saw it. I was like, man, that's like
it's saying here that the median rent for a one bedroom is $2,400 a month.
Yeah. Wow. So, and then we got this great. You know what? It's the holidays. First, I want to talk about this because I'm sick and this is still going on, and it is. So, North Miami Beach Uber driver arrested for alleged lewd conduct on teenage passenger. So I don't know if you saw this. This guy, Jose Perez, 39, was arrested Tuesday. And for it says 16, but when I listened to the audio, it was 15. So this girl's 15 or 16, and she has Uber Teen. He's taking her north about 20 minutes from where she picks her up, and he's rubbing her neck and touching her thigh. And she said something about wanting to learn something, like nothing to do with him. I think she was like trying to change the moment And so he said, she said, I have my learner's permit. And she had her learner's permit for her car. And she goes, so I'm excited about that. And he goes, well, I can pull over. And he pulled over into an alley and said, I can teach you how to kiss here. And she was like, no, that's okay. At this time, she's got the recording going now. She's now started it about a minute before, like audio recording. And so now they've confirmed all of the facts beyond what I'm saying through the audio. It matches all spot on.
Oh my goodness.
So I guess what I'm saying is, we all have the same feeling. You guys, if you're new to this, turn it off. If you have kids, don't use it. This feature is not safe. When you see these happy commercials in Christmas time about Uber Teen, you can send we got them. Our best drivers will take them. No, they won't. And what best drivers? Everybody's vetted the same, and you don't know anything about it.
Right.
So here it is. Here's Uber's statement from yesterday. What this rider, this is going to piss everybody off, but I got to read it. What this rider experienced is deeply disturbing. The safety of teen riders on Uber is paramount, and we take reports like this very seriously. We removed the driver's access to the app as soon as this was reported to us. And our dedicated team is standing by to assist law enforcement however we can.
Okay.
I wish Uber's statement was just like, we're not ready to make a statement. Honestly, that would sound better. Like, let's think this through. Because to take out your pull out statement 3, Bob. Okay. Like, this is just generic to them. This is like AI giving answers.
It gives some kind of sense of relief to people that don't know that the guy is off the platform, but that doesn't mean that he can't go on another one. That doesn't mean that he can't get someone to sign up and then he just it needs to go further.
Well, it just needs to be removed.
No, but it needs to involve legal now and go further because it's not okay.
I mean, I think that Tom knows this too. The problem is that, and everybody, you all know this, is that these companies, we hear these stories and then so often they're settled. One of these people has to not settle and take these people to the cleaners. You know what I mean? And have all their dirty laundry aired on all of the news. Let it be out there for a while. A case, you know what I mean? Like, everybody settles and I get it. It's multi-million dollars. You probably even have your lawyer in your ear going, listen, you want the press and everything to stop and you just want to take this money and try and fix what damage you can that's been done, or you do want to keep going down this road and suing Uber for 5 years. So I get that, but I don't think it should always be payoff money. Is that okay? It's out the window. That's how I always see these anyway. I don't know. I mean, Kim, what do you think? I mean, there's just Uber Teen needs to go.
It's just gross. That's what it is. It's sick individuals posing as drivers, and this should have never started to begin with. I feel like we've talked about this so many times. Moms, dads,
it'll never get better either.
No, moms, dads out there, please don't ever put your teenager in an Uber with a stranger. That's the only thing I can say from a parent perspective. Even though it might be the most convenient thing for you to do, it's not the most safest.
Tom, how do you treat Uber Teen? I know you have it turned off, but I mean,
I think it's great. I try to get as many teenagers as I can. I hang out in the high school parking lot.
You lure them with candy? Hey, come on! I got some candy.
No, that's not here. No, that's. My mom is close to 90 years old now, and she taught me at a rather young age, don't get in the car with strangers. It doesn't, they might say they've got candy. They might say they've lost their puppy. They might say a lot of things. Do not get in the car with strangers. And now they'll pay us to put the kids in the car with us.
It's crazy.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think back. So I have to go to Tom on this one. Tom, when your son was coming up, it in these ages, taxis weren't involved, right? I mean,
no.
That was never a thing. Like you never, taxis weren't allowed, right? I mean, that's how Uber operated forever. No unaccompanied minors, but I don't think you could in a taxi. Unless the taxi was shady, but I mean, like you weren't supposed to.
I never got in the car as a kid, in a taxi as a kid. My son never did. I know that for a fact. So,
yeah. And so Gary and I know why they did it. Everybody knows why they did it. It was money. I don't know. Gary, do you think they crank up that many Uber teen rides where it's like, man, we need this income so bad?
It's not about it's not about creating income now. It's about creating income, long-term customers. Exactly. If they get teenagers now used to always taking rideshare, then whenever they actually get above 18 everything, then that's what they'll rely on. I mean, it's kind of like whenever cigarettes companies used to target teens and early teens, because if they can get them early, then they turn them into long-term customers.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember, 2009 to 2014, I wasn't involved, but it was the same thing out in San Francisco. Then it went everywhere. I remember Uber from 2014 to whatever it was, 2023. No unaccompanied minors, and they paid you a $5 cancel fee if a minor tried to get a ride.
Right.
They wanted you to cancel. And then exactly what Gary said. They looked at some stats after the pandemic and they were like,
yeah, but what's interesting is it's still an option. When I do end up at a high school so the latest thing the kids are doing around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon is they know that there are people like me who will not pick up at high schools. I won't do it. Well, unless I talk to the person and I find out they're a teacher and it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon and school's been out for 2 hours or whatever, then that's a different thing. But in general, I won't pick up at high schools. What they figured out is go to the McDonald's down the street. And then you're or the other day it was a little taco shop that's just down from one of the high schools. And, I knew exactly what he was doing. He wasn't eating anything. He wasn't waiting with his friends or whatever. He knew that I was much more likely to pick him up at the taco shop than I was at the high school. He gets in the car. I'd say, how old are you? 17. Out. And he said, what? And I said, I do not pick up minors, unaccompanied minors. He's like, well, do I have to cancel? No, I can cancel because one of the options that's still there is unaccompanied minor. And so I cancel and it does not show up on my cancellation stuff. And I move on to the next thing. And he wasted his time.
You know, when he gives you that dumb teenage answer that, I didn't know, do I have to cancel? Yeah. You should just be like, I'll cancel, but you know what? Stop doing it, you idiot.
Well, see, here's the funny thing, though, is why isn't these platforms flagging the account when the driver marks unaccompanied minor? Like that should be automatic, flag on the account.
Yeah, I think it should too. But I mean, you can't. I guess it's hard to do that, Gary, when you're trying to sell it at the same time. So they don't want to cancel the account. They want to convert the person to Uber Teen.
Yeah. Well, or do something. I'm not saying flag the account as ban it. I'm just saying flag it as like you said, like an Uber Teen account instead.
Which maybe maybe they're starting to do that. That if you show up as an unaccompanied minor, that they send you an email about the wonderfulness of Uber Teen. Yeah. But
So now I'm interested too. I don't know this. Do the Uber teen accounts have the? I mean, I think Uber moved beyond, at least now. Maybe they haven't called them on where they do want real pictures. Is that the picture of the teen?
I would hope not.
I don't know.
Because
does it show up as
see who
teen
you're
whenever
picking up, and I would think that it might be.
I guess I'm confused. They take pictures of the right. I've never taken a picture as a writer for Uber.
The writers have pictures.
They're not forced to take.
Right.
I don't.
But I was wondering if for teen they are. I don't know.
But
Because
why
I mean that just makes it more predatory.
But why didn't he just use Uber Teen? If he's a teen, if he was looking for an Uber, why didn't he just use Uber Teen?
Right, because everybody has it turned off.
Well, because and what's the other?
Yeah.
People need to stop thinking that like that comment. People need to stop thinking that Uber Teen is a select group of drivers who are very highly trained and skilled with young individuals, and they've all been parents and they've passed all the certifications. And look, it's just whoever's closest to your kid. There's nothing about, you're not getting anything special trained.
It's literally a switch we turn on and off in the app.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying so my point is like they're not sending, here's one of our Uber Teen drivers, which still wouldn't be okay. It's not hop, skip, drive, but here's one of our Uber Teen drivers. We'll get him over to you. It's not like that. It's like, where's the closest car? Send that to him.
Yeah.
And that's why these predatory situations happen. And then, so I got two more things for us to get through, you guys. This one's pretty funny. This is, again, only in California. December 11th, filed today. Protection of automobile accident victims from Attorney Self-Dealing Act. This is Uber's bill. Uber wrote this bill. They're paying for it and everything. And here's why. So they want to limit how much personal liability lawyers can work for you in any given scenario. And I want to tell you guys, basically the main thing is, so if we remember it doesn't have the number here, but the one that, that they lopped in with the union bill not too long ago, they also put in that reducing, saving Uber $190 billion yearly because they're going to reduce uninsured motorists from 1 million to 60,000 per person and 300,000 per incident. So they got a gimme there. And then this Protection Act would only restrict. So this is just horrible. Would only restrict attorneys' fees. So this is wild. So the initiative mandates that the consumer. So if Gary's suing Uber, and he goes out to find an attorney, and he's going to need to have, it's going to need to be done on the cuff, and he doesn't have all the money he needs up front, but he has to be receiving 75% of what the attorneys sue for, meaning only 25% of the money being sued can go to the attorneys and all medical costs.
How can they dictate that since the attorneys usually set their own fees?
What I'm saying is no attorney will touch these cases. You and I have talked to Legal Rideshare many times. They don't touch these unless they're pretty guys. They're not scumbags. If you don't have money, they're gonna around take half all their forensic and all the investigation, all the legwork they need to do, going to court, filings, all that. They're gonna take about half of your settlement. I'm sure once it gets in the millions, they start lowering their cut. But nonetheless, on your average claim, you're going to take about half. And then your medical bills, or let's call it 30, 40%, but your medical bills should be their own thing anyway. There should be no limits on this. But to say, Kim, if you're in an accident and you sue Uber, you have to get 75% of the amount you're suing for on the paper. And then the other 25% goes to medical cost and to your attorneys. And that's it.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, to me, the other 20, like if Kim sues for $1 million and it was a bad enough thing, her hospital bill might be $250,000. So there's nothing so the attorney has to do it pro bono. I mean, is this a joke? Like, California, I got a lot of you out there. I love my people in California, but man, your state is weird, dude. I'm sorry. It just is. Like, you guys do a lot of weird stuff. So yeah, I don't know. This is now another initiative. And then they got the unions and it's going to be interesting to see how anything stays in place in California after this new year. But okay, here's this last story. I know that everybody's probably seen it. The Indiana Doordash driver who took the pepper spray to the food. Oh my God. First of all, I heard the story a few times, but I did find a very short video. We'll discuss it.
A DoorDash delivery woman drops off a bag of food and takes a photo to document the delivery. So far, so good. The food was delivered to homeowner Mark Hardin's front door in Evansville, Indiana. The meal was from Arby's. Then something happened to his wife, Mandy.
She started eating and she started coughing and gasping. Next thing I know, that she's gagging enough that it's made her throw up. And I come in here and I noticed that there was some type of spray on the bag. And that's when I went back and watched the footage from my doorbell camera and realized that the food had been tampered with.
You can say that again. When Cardin watched the footage, he noticed that after the driver snapped the photo, she sprayed something that he believes is pepper spray right on the bag. Why would the delivery driver pepper spray a customer's food? Did they even know who she was?
I've never met her before in our life. Just walk up to our house, spray pepper spray on our food.
Was she unhappy with the tip? Here's a receipt from the order. It shows they tipped $2 on the nearly $28 meal. That's just a 7% tip. I spoke to Sheriff Noah Robinson. Are you disturbed by what you see on this video?
I am deeply alarmed and disappointed. We're taking the matter very seriously, and we're going to do everything in our power to ensure that this person is held accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
That's where people don't learn.
I just, I after all the years of us doing this, like, and I've said this so many times, like, why would you even take an order knowing what the payout's going to be and do something like that? Like, where is your mentality in any of this? It just makes no sense to me.
Especially in this day and age where everybody has a camera at their door.
Like, here's the thing: you want to know who's honestly not. I'm not condoning this lady's behavior because this should have never happened. But you know what? That $2 really is. It's DoorDash's suggested tip.
Yes.
But do we even? I mean, it shouldn't matter because again, like you said, she took it.
Right.
Sorry, that's on you. You took it.
Owns it. But this is the thing, though, and I've been saying this for a while. Like, DoorDash has lowered the suggested tip so much that the customer just chooses exactly what the DoorDash tells them to put. And then it looks like on our end, we're getting a really crappy order when who is the root cause of all of this?
DoorDash.
I am literally appalled. I don't know if you guys remember, I'm trying to think if anybody on here was on it. Zach was on it. And we were talking about an article where, like, what had drivers done in the Chicago area. And it was like 20% had peed on houses. And everybody in that episode was like, dude, no way. This is like 2 years ago. No way, that never happened. Come on. No Dasher ever did that. Look, people are macing food.
It's
like,
disgusting.
and she had no reason. She's like from the side, just like what the hell's wrong with you?
Why?
And that wasn't even like it was like a
yeah, no. And if you saw,
like
she's
she was
like
spraying the bag with
in the
bug spray,
plant.
but it was pepper spray.
I mean, seriously, like, I know I carry Bear pepper spray everywhere with me in the backcountry. I can say most pepper sprays aren't cheap. The one she's holding might be one of the kind of smaller ones, but they're still not cheap. So nonetheless, She bought that, and that's like money she spent to spray on people's food.
It's disgusting.
But do you know how bad that is for the woman who ingested that?
Oh yeah,
100%.
Like it is, man. That is such a health issue. Like it's.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah,
She's
it's
lucky the lady wasn't compromised beforehand. Like, what if she was like immunocompromised and then she went ahead and inhaled this? This could have been so much more dangerous.
I still think it is. She opened that bag. It's all over her hand. She probably touched her face. She ate her food. She's choking on it. It's in her eye. It's on her hand.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, she felt better after 10 minutes. Could have been so much worse, which is so sad.
Yeah, but yeah, I was thinking about that too. And then it kind of came back around to, it doesn't matter 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 10 hours. You harmed that person. You need to go to jail.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think every restaurant, by the way, and more in my area anyway, now do it. But every restaurant needs to be very much sealing the bags, staples, stickers, whatever you're using. It shouldn't just be McDonald's and those anymore. It should be every restaurant. This should be bulletproofed from the driver. And if it's,
But even if she sealed the bag, like even if the
I know,
it would still, it's on the bag. She's touching the bag to open it. So then now it's on her fingers. So she's going to touch her food. It can go through the bag. Like,
sure.
I mean, last week we had the guy who, I don't even know if we talked about this, but I saw it in the news, the guy who dropped the bag in the sauce, and then he licked the sauce off his finger and like took it around the cup and put the top back on and licked his finger again. They were watching him on the ring cam.
oh my God, that's disgusting.
He put it back in the bag.
my thing though.
So like this guy honestly thought he was doing the right thing. Oh no, the barbecue sauce. I'll just clean it up.
No, we had the girl who's now on trial because she supposedly, allegedly opened the door. And now we have this lady. Like, to me, this is almost worse in my opinion because you're harming someone's health. So what happens to her criminal charges?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But didn't they say that she was going to be charged with something?
That they haven't said.
I could have sworn I saw that.
Oh, yeah. The spray one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what it was either, but I mean, like, they're very serious crimes. Like I saw a different one where the officer had said, like, if what we're seeing is correct, that's how he put it. Obviously, it's not, decided upon, even though we know it. If what we're seeing is correct, it would be this, this, and this. And it wasn't manslaughter, but it was up there with the most serious of charges. Like, I
have it. So it says, if allegations are true, Robinson said, which is one of the police officers, the driver could face charges ranging from battery, a misdemeanor, to food tampering, which is a felony.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Right. I mean, like, I don't know. I would even think a lawyer could dig in there and find some more. I mean, that's, you didn't potentially poison them. You poisoned them.
Right. Yeah, right. This is another thing. I did a video about the chicken wing guy this past week, but this was my point. There are so many Ring cameras out in this world right now, and not even Ring cameras, people looking out their windows. There's cameras hidden all over the place. Like, why would you even think about tampering or messing or doing anything wrong with somebody's food when there are so many out in this world? I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Like, how do they not see it at the door? Like the camera. And most of the cameras now make some type of alert when you walk up to them.
Well, so that's
where they have like a light.
So the husband ended up, I don't know, did we see it in that video?
He said that when he saw that there was like sprays on the bag, he looked
right.
Like
well, no, when she was choking. She was already choking, and he was like, "What the hell?" And she's like, "What?" And he went to and then he's like, "What?" That's where it came from. He's watching her do that.
Yeah, but Gary's saying, how could the driver not know?
Yeah, how can the driver not know? Like, I mean, if you're going to be a criminal, at least be a good one.
Right. You're saying it's a pointless crime.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
well, that's the point. That's the sick mentality. Look, it's the holidays. Somebody did this during the holidays.
Well, like I was watching another one, not to get off on this one, but they deliver the food and then they pick up the Amazon package that's right next to where they delivered food and run off with it. It's like and they look right at the Ring camera. They're like,
it's a side gig, man.
Like,
but have you seen the videos lately of like people spoofing the people who are porch privates with like
with the scramblers?
Yeah.
With the is it? I don't even know what it is.
The glitter bombs?
The jammers. It's the same thing they were doing at Spark Walmart for a while.
Some of those are fake, though. Some of those are fake. When it goes off in their face, some of the worst. Oh, you really upset me. I'm going to be very mad at you now. It's like, okay, I'm not really sure that was real. You know.
Well, that was real, and that was gross.
Yeah, 100%.
That was gross.
Yeah,
that was gross.
I mean, it had that orange look too, and I can tell you guys that's more. The more orange it gets, at least in what I use, the more you're getting into bear mace. And bear mace is illegal to use on people in any situation, but it's the only thing I carry. So if a person approaches me, they're getting bear mace. I don't give a shit. I'll just be like, oops, did I bring the bear mace one out today? Sorry. You shouldn't have done that.
You look like a bear.
Yeah. No, I'm just, I don't care. Like, I'm going to take care of myself, and that's that.
Yeah, I think Bubba Suit said it the best, though. I mean, just don't take non-tip orders. Simple as that. Don't take anything that you're not comfortable with taking based off the screen. Yeah. It's that simple.
Or don't, you know what? For the people who are like, I don't care, non-tip. Okay. Don't take orders that you don't want to do and that you're going to mace.
And don't pick up people that you don't want to pick up.
Right.
Amen.
Yeah.
And keep your teens out of rideshare. They do not belong. It's guys, this is not a dialed game. This is not heavy background checks to any customers, parents. There's nothing.
I honestly don't understand how drivers make gig work so complicated and so hard. I don't understand. It could just be me. It could just be me, but every gig that I've done as far as gig work is simple. I've not ever done one that's like, oh, this is just too much. I mean, it's all simple stuff. Pick up food, deliver food, pick up a passenger, deliver a passenger, have a regular conversation with a passenger when you're delivering the passenger. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be mad at somebody, be mad at Doordash.
Yeah, be mad at the company, but I mean, don't take crap offers. Simple as that. Decline them and move on.
Look, I'm going to real quick say this. We had a real quick gap. Mike Harubi had said when we were doing the stats, there's 170 million working people in the United States. He said that, it used to be in the 60s. Now we were the low 70 millions for freelancers, independent contractors, gig app workers, all of that combined. Well, we have a different number now. That 170 million jobs, people working in the country, period, is 150 million now. It's gone down 20 million. And the amount of gig workers, part-time, full-time, is now 29.5 million. So that's 3 times the number of 2 years ago.
It's crazy.
I'm not surprised.
So I think there's just a lot of psychos out there. And I think that they're now on the platforms doing psycho stuff. Yeah. So be careful.
Okay, I was like, I don't think there's more psychos out there. I just think there's more technology to catch these psychos.
Well, there is that. But
I don't know.
I think there are more psychos out there in the sense that they are. We're past where the people who look at something like this and say, and most of the people who are watching this right now, this was a great opportunity. I wanted to get in and try something, and it's very different. Okay, so all those people came in first, right? And then the creeps started looking at it going, I could do creepy stuff.
How can I exploit this?
Yeah. How can I exploit? And now here come the creeps, because the rest of it. And the other thing, well, the others don't seem to be having this issue, but I think as the driver population has dropped off, which has happened here in Houston, it's getting replaced by more and more creepier people. The people who were originally good at this and then didn't get the money they wanted, so they left, and they're not doing that anymore. There's that much more opportunity.
So they mace the food.
Yep. For the macers.
So what he's saying, you get what you pay for, DoorDash. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
But you guys, rolling beneath the bottom is Gary's apps. We'll talk about them next week during these giveaways. Guys, we got giveaways. I don't know exactly what we got. I do know we got a bunch of stuff from Curry. Got Expedite is giving away stuff. And we got dumplings so far. And I'm working on a couple other things too. Maybe we'll give away some Gary shit. I don't know. Maybe free subscriptions for all.
There you go.
And Steve's credit card.
But before we get out of here tonight, this is Kim's final roundtable. And Kim, you have been a panelist since the beginning. We've covered tons, from lighthearted to like intense, horrid stories, and we always kind of get through it with a laugh and whatnot. But for all the people who have watched us for whatever 3-4 years now, what are your final words on
God, final words. It sounds so
Final
final.
Is she dying?
I know. I'm like,
I don't know. You know, what's your takeaway to the audience? This audience has been great to us, by the way. Thank you very much for everybody.
Yeah, everybody's been amazing. This has been something I've looked forward to every Thursday for the past, has it been 3 or 4 years now? I don't even know. I'll say it's been years. So it's been like a little family that we have over here that we get to talk to every single Thursday together, and we get to share what's going out in the gig world and hopefully help everybody else out at some point, whether it's making more money or knowing what's going on in the gig economy. So, thank you for tuning in for as long as you did. And obviously, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just not going to be here.
And that's the thing too, guys. Tom was hitting me up with something about Roundtable. I'm not even going to say a thing, but it's a whole different idea. And like I told you guys, I want to really start. I want to do the conversation more. I've had to put that in the backlog, but there's only been 9 of those, and every one of them were kind of off the hook. I thought were great. Even the one with Gary was great.
Wait, I was on one.
Yes. Oh. But the last one I did with UDM was really, we take 1 to 2 topics, it's always been, I think, just one person. And we just talked through that topic. I had Levi Spires on to talk about autonomous. That was a great episode. I had UDM on, was the last one. It was a little while back, and those are great. But don't give up on us yet. You never know what happens. But I mean, yeah, Kim's not dying. She's not, we're going to find, whatever happens, folks. We'll find ways to bring Kim in and include her.
I'm not leaving.
It's been like a family here. And
it is, the fun part. And, you think back on all the years of us doing it, but, we've made such great friendships, and I've met those two in actual person. So when do you actually get to meet people outside of like your own state in the YouTube world, and to really have those valued friendships? It's forever.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And Kim, I want to say to you personally, like, thank you. I mean, you guys, like, Kim's been here as much as I have. Not that I've missed a lot, but Kim hasn't either. So like, maybe I missed a week or two, but Kim only missed a week or two. And there were weeks that I didn't make it that these guys still pulled off the show. I mean, like, we have just really kind of come together as a team on this one. And I don't know, this could never be replaced. So it's a one-of-a-kind thing. And for something to go this long too, I think speaks volumes. Most things that try and go this long, even TV shows, the best of them and whatnot, by the 3rd, 4th season, you're bored with it. It's off. Something's wrong, but I think we've kept it fun. Hey, Chris, what's up? I just saw Chris from,
hey, Chris.
Yeah. Chris, you're catching it. I'm glad. You guys, bunch of giveaways next week. We're going to give away Gary's car and a bunch of other stuff, and catering bags and hats and clothes and all kinds of fun stuff. So be back here on the rodeo. And you guys, until next week, earn smart, be safe, and
Kindness is always free.
Kindness is always free, guys.